Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Morning Java. And right now, I want to give you something of a mind blow. And all right, let's take a look at it. It can read minds. Now, this is interesting because with this concept, they're saying that AI can read minds. And it's not like reading minds where it knows what you're thinking. It can look at all of the signals and it's starting to slowly understand more of what the brain can do. So this gentleman right here, I stumble upon his channel because I kind of look at a lot of AI stuff. And right here below, it's just me leaving my comment because I saw a connection somewhere. That's what I do. See that timestamp right there? That's kind of like what I do. In the community section here, see, right now what I'm doing is just laptop. I'm looking at my large gaming editing monitor. So, but everything's running off of the Pro. So when you look here into the community section, we have just me yapping around, but here where you have the timestamp, I want you to just, I hope I pray you can hear it. So just let's see if we can hear this portion, go back to 115.
Now here's the actual recording of what the AI produced after it decoded these brainwaves. Now it's a little bit murmury, it's a little bit fumbly, but remember, it's decoding brainwaves and you can hear that the melody is actually there.
I don't know if you heard it, but if you didn't, I'll put it in. But if it did go through, I want you to understand. Did you hear that? That right there, if you really look at this right here, does that look like anything? Some people might get it, but just look at this is the original. But look at that. Just look at that, right? If you can see, I was literally pointing at the screen and you can't see it, but if you can see what this looks like where my mouse is, the audio is playing, the brain is listening, the computer has all of the things and it looks at the pattern, it recreates it the way what it reads, original. And then when you look at this, it's doing its best to figure out how to play it using the neuron, right? So now take it back to 1860. Okay, this is what they found almost as the first recording, and you could have got credit for it, but the problem is the louder one wins pretty much. And if you can hear this portion now, this is him taking a cone with a piece of metal and spinning it kind of like the original, and it created a groove like a record, so it created his voice. He didn't know, so he was the first playing around with it. And when you hear this audio, it's very muddled. Okay, what you heard was the computer looking at the brainwave and recreating it. And here is another me, and I always put the timestamp, and I'm trying to just get people to just try to connect the dots. So listen to this. Now, in that video, they had another sound somewhere in this video. It's a great video if you get a chance to watch and listen. But this, there was a noise. And what he said was they did a tuning fork. So in the background, you heard this weird noise or hum or something, but it was basically to match the sound to how he was speaking, kind of like a tempo, like 33 and a half, 45 RPM. And this gentleman right here, you see how you got these 3 different channels, and it's just me. I'm the 4th, the perspective, the observer. And you have this gentleman here, and I got to listening to him because he started talking about Schumann resonance, and he's, very educated, got his everything together where it's very informative. So let me show you something. You saw that
5G, that's why there's so many 5G cell towers, because it attenuates so quickly. So, but this doesn't die out normally. The Schumann resonances don't die out. They are ever persistent. We discovered them in the 50s, and just based on some basic geophysics and light physics, optical physics, it's likely that they existed since really the beginning of the Earth and it having an atmosphere and an ionosphere. And actually the ionosphere was further out, hypothetically, at the formation of the Earth. So the Schumann resonances would have been what would it be? It would be a lower frequency.
Like that is what I'm telling you. So what I did was on his community, because he talks about it in his comments section, as you click into it, it's like a rabbit hole. You got to just keep searching. And there I am again, right? So I leave a message for him. And I ask him, hey, can you make a video? And here's the links and here's the timestamps for the, one was the original brainwave. The other one was the audio of the first recorded. And I want to know if you can take the Earth's Schumann resonance, or at least create some activity, and they can look into all 3 of it, and maybe the AI can say what the Earth is, speaking. I mean, didn't they have AI tell you what dolphins can talk, or some weird? They're figuring out how to. It's making a universal translator almost, right? So I think this is exciting times. Technology is going up, but clearly people should pay attention on making sure that we do things for good. So this is their channel. This is kind of like where the end of this thought goes. And if you guys want to go over there and check it out, this is his YouTube channel. And yeah, my computer's running very slow, but you understand where I'm coming from. So have a great day. Make sure you don't allow, a lot of things happen. A lot of things happened to me yesterday. I would tell you everything, but it is what it is. You just look at it, smile, and go, okay, and move on. But other than that, thank you. Have a great day. Have your coffee and knock it out of the park.